Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Ultimate Fan Podcast. I am your host, the Ultimate Fan, and today, ladies and gentlemen, a Houston-based artist has made significant strides in the entertainment industry, right? Beginning his journey as a teenager, right? I mean, he's been doing this entrepreneur stuff for a while. G-Mayne, thank you for being on the podcast. How you doing today, brother?
Come on, bro. I love the intro.
I appreciate it.
Listen, we are on the Ultimate Fan. Yeah, I love to see it, man. You got the energy, man.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I try to bring the energy, man. I am the energy in NRG, you know?
Nah, for real.
That's the way I go. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
But hey, man, so this guy, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with this. Bless the belly, right?
Bless the belly.
I mean, this is actually how I met this gentleman.
Yeah.
Throwing parties on the street, making things happen.
Yeah.
You know, had a bunch of food trucks there, having, you know, a bunch of music, a bunch of artists. You know, we had our friend M out there with Soul Supply.
That was tight.
She was killing it out there, man. She had a 25 lighters whole
museum type
thing, right? It was crazy. It was an awesome place. All right, brother. Well, bless the belly, man. That's your thing, right?
That's my thing.
So, hey, give us a little bit of info about that, man.
Okay, so like you mentioned, the event I met you at, bro, and I really appreciate you for coming because community is everything to me.
It is.
And speaking of community, I said I want to do like a Bless Fest. I ended up meeting M at a Nike event here in Houston, and the world is so small. Houston is big, but it's small.
Right.
I ended up connecting with M, and we're like, man, let's do an event. She's like, come on, if you can get the food side of it, we can make something shake. And we had a bomb out there, bro. It was a blast. Thanks for coming.
Man, it was a good time, man. And a lot of good food too.
Yeah, for
a lot
real.
of good food.
We gotta eat good.
So,
and I was in work mode, but to be honest, I understand that everybody had a good time for the most part. So I'm like, hey, as long as that's what matters most.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But bless the belly. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I was gonna say because I'm talking about the event, but you asked about bless the belly.
Yeah.
And, man, it's just been a journey of like coming up with cool collective ideas under one umbrella, food and entertainment. You know what I mean? I've been a personality since a kid. I didn't know what it was though.
Right.
You know, you don't know this language or these titles until you get a little bit older. And you're like, okay, that's what it is. So personality, but it's entertainment, and I intertwined it with food because everybody likes food. Bro.
Yeah, and Houston's like a food capital. I don't care what anybody says.
It is though,
right?
And I didn't even realize all the stuff went in my favor. Like me being from Houston,
right?
Me being young, me actually not gaining like a whole bunch of weight from eating. People trust me more,
right?
They say,
"Oh, you did a song called Pizza Time." I mean, that's how much you love food, right? You know,
facts. Pizza Time is viral too. Like shout out to everybody who loves pizza. I seen a few actors. What's her name? I'm so mad I forgot. She's huge, Lupita.
Okay.
She's on Black Panther or something like that. She's like jamming it and all that. So like, that was a big deal for me. I said, man, I love to see the jingles go viral and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, not only being a foodie, man, like you're into entertainment. I know you're heavy in music. I mean, you love music, you know, but it's all kind of Houston based, you know, it's all community. Like you said, it's all love and stuff like that. Well, and then I come to find out too, man, you got a little bit of Houston Texans love too, right? I mean,
Man, come
on, right?
I wouldn't be on this show right now if I wasn't rocking with the Texans.
Right.
Boy, man, that would strangle me up.
Right.
But
had to loop you in here, you know?
Yeah, for real though. I love the Texans. And H-Town, me being from Houston, man, come on, it's a part of my culture. The slabs. Any sports team, I'm betting on my city. Well, I say betting, I don't know. Sometimes you can't put your money up for your team, but I'm rocking with us, do or die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm a big representation of the Houston culture, and so for me to come out this city, it only makes sense. I have songs about Houston. I made a song for the Astros this season. Astros, Coca-Cola, and Jack in the Box. It was like a freestyle / It was a super cool collab. So between the Astros, Texans, I'm tied in.
Right.
I just need the Rockets to call me.
Right.
Line it up, but,
man, get with those Red Rowdies, man. Those guys, I tell you what, they killing it for the Houston Rockets, man.
Real talk. Shout out to the Rockets.
But yeah, so I mean, just lately, you know, you actually went to the Texans.
Was it
Taste of the Texans, right?
Texans.
And so that's an event they do every year where they bring out the best foods of like.
And you gotta invite the biggest foodie.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I went to have a good time. This year we actually filmed, so we filmed like an episode. It was a big deal. So I was in there really like getting into them taste buds, like what's this, what's that, you know?
And so seeing it, you know, I actually didn't get to go this year, but you know, I've gone in the past and seen a few things like, you know, my buddy Chris Shepard.
Okay,
you know,
Chris,
he's a big chef there, man. He takes care of them all the time. And you know, now I've seen, you know, Bum's gotten in there and he's doing his thing. All their trail burgers all in there. What were some of the foods in there that you saw? You were like, man, that's it. That's
me. See, people don't even realize my palate is so it's all over the place. I like everything. So from the ceviche to the what they had in there, they had ice cream. It was like desserts and stuff. Tuna, steak, the trill tenders, like I mentioned, pizza. Shout out to Spuds. He had like red tacos. Man, it was lit. Some of that stuff was spicy too. I love it all though. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad. I'm gonna try everything. But fun fact, it's not so fun. Mad fact.
Right.
I actually got food poisoning the other day, man. I'm mad about that. You were speaking of trying foods and
here in Houston?
Here in Houston.
No way.
But check it out. It wasn't like the food technically was bad or spoiled. It was uncooked, but that's the style of food it was. So I was indulging in like another country's food, trying to be different. And I realized I'm not from that country. And I wasn't raised like them with those stomachs or those bellies. And so, that's what ended up happening.
So this is one that didn't bless the belly, is what you're trying to say.
It stressed the belly. It stressed
it.
Yeah,
right? Well,
it happens.
Well, you know, Houston's a city full of resilience.
Right.
So I've got that. But like, so being a Texans fan, like, how do you embrace that? How do you feel as a Texan? Like, you see me, right? Like, I'm all out when it comes to Texas. But you know, like, what about you? Like, how you mean? You go to games? I mean, you go to watch parties? How does it go for you,
bro? I'm all for it. I even like with my brand, Bless the Belly. I've like bought Texans tickets with my own money out of my pocket, and I'll give them to somebody. You know, and I'm like, man, let's go represent.
Exactly.
I brought my family. I've taken my dad to several games. I mean, anybody who's been close to me has came to like a Texans game or Rockets game for sure. And represent the city. Like I say, man, we going hard. We got the Tank Dales. We got all this going on. Right. You got the tat. Bro.
Oh, I'm tat.
Listen,
number one.
They just dropped the logo this year, and the man has the tat. So
I had it drop before they dropped the logo. So
he's official and super exclusive, but amazing. Like, I'm very thankful that I got to be a part of the drop. Like the Color Wave, the Color Rush Wave, the wave. I was a part of the official drop. So with the huge celebs, like I'm in there, it's me, Kirko, Lil Flip, stuff like that. And I'm like, they chose me, bro. I'm just from Old City. I'm just a little kid, you know, but.
I feel the same way most of the time when, you know, the Texans involve me with something that they're doing or they got going on and, you know, being part of the fan council you know, and getting to see this whole transformation happen from beginning to end, you know, and it's like, it's not even at the end yet.
And people don't realize it just was the 2000s because the color, I like that the blue is coming back in too because of the whole Oilers thing is like, that's what people live and die by, like the Oilers situation because that's original H-Town.
And that blue, and that H-Town blue, you know, it's with the city. I mean, from the cop cars to, you know, all of that, you know, I mean,
he said a cop car.
Yeah, you remember?
Hey, but I like the old Rockets logo. You know, the spaceship?
Right.
The red, white, and blue,
blue.
logo, the Steve Francis?
Yeah.
That's what H-Town, the red, white, and blue logos usually are like the dope ones to me.
And I like the new, they did with the Spaceman, they did the red, white, and blue with the Spaceman this year. I thought that was on
the Rockets.
Those are pretty cool.
Like that too,
Speaking of.
Sports, baby.
Talk. It's real talk, right? Talking about the Texans, talking about Bless the Belly a little bit, talked about your music, man.
Yes, sir.
If you had one way of saying, wrap all that together, Texans, Bless the Belly, your music, what do you say to the crowd to like come out, man, and be like,
what do I say to the crowd?
Yeah.
I'm going to use your voice. I'm going to say, listen, crowd, check this out. Don't play with yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Bless the Belly, worldwide, entertainment. You ever heard of entertainment?
Entertainment.
Entertainment? Come on, bro.
That's something new.
We putting on, man. Listen, it's something different. And I'm from the city. Don't wait till I blow up to show love.
Right.
Here's your chance.
Absolutely.
So we were H-Town. Texans, man.
Absolutely.
All over. Bro. And Texas really is the biggest, like, man, you know how it is. Texas, it takes.
There's nothing bigger than Texas.
Drive out of the city. You can make so much money here.
It's the truth.
Love it here.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Come on, baby.
Everything. But listen, man. So always do a game on my show.
Come on.
And we're going to play around a little bit. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot a couple of questions to you, right?
Okay. What we got?
And you are going literally first thing that pops off your head, okay?
All right, bet.
All right. Houston Texans.
Legendary.
There you go. One word. Quit it. All right. Next. Best wings in Houston.
Ooh. Timmy Chan's.
All right.
Yeah, because that's the original. So
Okay.
I don't want to be biased and throw like a special. I'll say Timmy Chan's because you for sure gonna get that's me.
Now you're saying best wing, but your flavored wing, best wing.
Best wing.
And what's your
Chef
flavor?
Ken got. It's like chefs and stuff. You know what
All
I
right,
mean?
gotcha.
Not really like a restaurant, but what restaurants could I show love to? Best wings. You got stuffed wings. You got Mr. We Got Wings in Cypress. You got Let's stick with them.
I got
Because
you.
I know it's a lot of people. If I miss you, I love you, but you know.
So, have you been to any tailgates in Houston?
What?
I'm just asking, man.
What?
I haven't seen you at my tailgate.
Nah, I
And
know. Your tailgate, I need to find you.
You got to find enough said tailgate.
I gotta find
I
you.
say that it's not a tailgate. It's actually not my tailgate.
Yeah, but you own it
Freddie-
'cause you over there.
No,
Freddie.
Freddie. My boy Freddie, man, the chief, man. That he's been on the show and he showed some love or whatever. But that's his tailgate. He runs that tailgate over there, man. We fixing to head to Dallas. Actually, we
And go crazy.
I'm gonna ride
Listen,
up with
the
it, man.
last
in that
tailgate
fire
I was
truck.
at, it was like a keg thing, the beer thing.
Yeah.
Bro, they was doing a competition. I got it in my phone. It was crazy.
Yeah.
They lit, and I had my Arian Foster jersey on. I had a throwback on.
Right.
Signed by my boy. I used to work out with him. I used to
Okay.
keep up with the Texans player. Fun fact, I do video work too.
Oh man.
I'm a videographer and a photographer.
Well, I've been trying to hit Arian up, man. You should let him know, give him
Yeah.
show
He
Ultimate
does
some love, man.
he does trainer now. He has his own like organization stuff going on. We actually just did the fan club fitness challenge at the vegan event, Vegan Fest. I'm not vegan, but I do.
Yeah,
eat
I don't
vegan
need.
food.
Yeah, I'm a carnivore. I eat
me
meat.
too.
That's it. I'm on the carnivore diet, and it's all the meat I can eat, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Man. You know. But yeah, shout out to Aaron. I had the Foster jersey on, and they was out there kicking. They was drinking a whole bunch of beer, and I was like, "Oh, this is lit." Tailgate swag.
Well, I'll tell you what. Freddie has the stuff that I love. He has like a kegerator, but it comes out liquor. So it comes out tequila, Fireball, Washington Apple. You know, all. I mean, it just.
Oh, speaking of
it has each
Fireball,
one
I
of
got to
those.
show you this. Nah, we got to play this on camera. I got to see if you could do. Man, look at this, dog. Hold on. This is crucial. Camera,
Right.
yo, you looking at this? Because this is one of them ones that I posted actually on Instagram.
All right.
And I want to see what your reaction would be to something like this. People said he was. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Is it gonna let me pull it up? Can I find it?
Oh, he's sitting there. He's
All
like,
right, we can keep going.
All
I
right,
want
we
to
keep
find
going.
it though, because I want you to see, man. This guy was going crazy. He was like, was it like a fireball or something? Of course it ain't.
oh, they had these. There's a couple of places, man. They actually have what they call shot skis, where it's like an ice ski, and they roll the fireball down off a block of ice and into your mouth, kind of thing. It was
Man,
like,
how
that's
can you
come crazy.
survive that? How do people do that?
And people do it multiple times. in
Here you
Houston.
go. Here you go. This video on Bless the Belly got 20 million views.
All right.
20 million.
Okay.
Tell me you doing something like this.
Oh, he's got a little setup there. 151 in Jägermeister. Sambuca. All right. That is, wow.
Whoa. Then he gonna start barking and stuff. I was like,
Yeah, that actually will like Werewolf in London kind of stuff, man. Woo. Whatever that guy was
Listen,
doing, man, I'll show you the video, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put it on this thing just so you can see it, but that'll definitely make you talk different languages, you know?
yeah, and I could just see that happening at the tailgate. I hope you don't do it. Do you do that? We need you, brother. don't ruin your insides.
You know what? I
bro.
don't. You know, because I deal with a lot of the kids and stuff like that. I control everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, nobody wants a drunk guy hanging around their kids. You know, so I try to definitely, you know, keep myself kid friendly. Absolutely, you know,
kid friendly.
So yeah, absolutely. But all right, here's the one for you.
Okay, what we got?
Game day must have.
Game day must have. I'm usually in some gear. You got to have some type of representation.
Oh, well, you definitely wear Houston gear, but
yeah, I'm saying. But for me, it's like, and you know what? One of them hot dogs. I got to get some popcorn, a hot dog, and I got to wear some gear.
all right.
The color wave or something. That's what I'm saying. A must have. Because some people come to the games in regular clothes. I said, bro, you're not going to school.
Right.
You going to the Texans game.
Right.
Turn up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Show it up. Show some love.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring a tattoo if you tatted. Like, you got to take this tat. But
Right. That's it. I put two of them in one arm.
game day essentials.
There you go. So let me ask you this. I probably already know the answer because we were already talking about him, but favorite Texan player?
Favorites of all time or just period?
Yeah.
Right now?
No, your favorite Texan player. Your favorite Texan player.
Oh, my favorite one. Oh, hold on. My favorite one ever is probably Hopkins.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
I love me some
And I don't
Hopkins.
care why people get traded. I don't care if they suck. I don't care if they good now. When he played for the Houston Texans, I was on my toes. I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was like number 2 in the league.
Right.
Catching everything. I mean, running up.
And now look at him playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. But they got their pain coming.
I know.
They got their pain coming. That'll be
but,
a day.
But listen, if they do get a Super Bowl, if he does, did he get a Super Bowl with them? No.
No. They just started with them this year.
Right. I'm tripping. If he does, though, he deserves it, bro. To me, because bro is really like that cold. But
it just seems like that's what's been a story of, Texans player go away, end up getting a ring.
Right, exactly. That's
what I'm trying to stop this year.
But I would say right now, who do I like? I like Dale.
Right.
I like Dale.
Okay.
Because he's young and thriving. I always like the guys that like go against the grain and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's cool. There's a lot of other people I do like.
Got to meet him. He's been in the city a while because he played for U of H or whatever.
Right,
but
that's what I'm saying.
As soon as he came over, onto the Texans, he did like a little autograph signing down off Little Woodrow's.
Oh, that's dope.
Or Little Woody's downtown here, and it was pretty cool, man. I got to meet him. Got a helmet signed by him and stuff. So
that's dope.
It's cool to get to meet him.
Love, bro. Super love.
So let me ask you this, man. All this going on, do you have a ritual? Do you have like, when it's morning, today's Houston Texan game day, what is it that you sit there and say, I got to do these things?
I probably will wake up, I have to have a good breakfast on the game day because I don't know what the crowd's going to be like when you get there. I don't know how long I have to wait on food because I might want a hot dog as soon as I walk in.
Right.
But if it's one of those days, like I went to the Texans versus Saints, and I was like, okay, this is wild. And there's a lot of Louisiana people here in Houston.
Of course.
So it was just a crazy day. And I'm definitely going to jam some probably Slim Thug, Houston, Texans, home of the Texans. Yeah, I'm going to get that vibe. I'm going to turn up. And then maybe a shot or two of some champagne in the car.
Right.
Not driving, safe driving, but, before I head out, and I think I'll be good, bro. I'll be ready.
Right. There you go.
Ready. What I'm saying? But essentially, Texans, I don't really need much though, bro. I'm a very energetic person. So on
turn on the TV.
Sometimes it's just turn up. Yeah.
I got you, man. I want to get into a couple of things. This is pre-recorded. So the thing about that, being a little pre-recorded, we got a game coming up.
Okay.
With that team up north. I don't really like saying it, but it's that team up north for me, and I think we all know where we're talking about,
north
right?
Texas?
Yeah, up north Texas, that team.
Okay.
It's almost there,
I know some.
Almost out of town kind of thing.
He's almost out of town.
Well, 5 hours, man. Anywhere else you drive 5 hours, you're going to be out of town, I promise you.
Funny. Yeah.
But, hey, so we going up there up north. Okay. I'm heading up there Monday.
Okay.
Going up there with my man Freddie. He's taking the fire truck up there. We're going to go up and party.
Oh, it's going down.
Let me ask you this, man. What do you think's going to happen?
I just want a good game. I want Texas to win. You know what I'm
Of course.
saying? I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just want to see a good game. And I know a lot of H-Town fans are going to be up there representing. So I definitely want to see that happen. When they swing that camera,
I
better see H-Town. I want to see you.
Oh, man. That's the plan. That's what's up. I don't know if Jerry's going to let that happen, man. I did a little trash talking on the news the other day about him being asleep most of the time. But
Jerry, that's hilarious. Did you see I love Toro.
Okay.
Big fan
of
Toro.
course.
That's my guy, though.
No, that's my guy. I promise you.
So literally his content is W. Like he's winning. Like the content is hilarious. They posted a video today of somebody saying "Go Dallas," like Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it, and he's like,
he gets up into the stands. Oh, he don't play. Toro don't play, man. He don't play with opposing
I love it
teams.
here. I'm from H-Town.
Yeah. He will get up in their face, man. He do a little bit of snorting, Oh yeah, Toro don't play.
Town, bro.
And when I had Toro on here, man, I was hoping it was going to be the same time around this game, kind of get his take on it a little bit. But he's like a bull in a china shop when somebody says, them boys, he ain't about them boys.
Real talk.
But
boys,
yeah, they can be them boys. We them men. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can be them boys all they want.
On the cool though. Ain't they the worst team in the league right now? Well, I'm not trying to
I'm not saying they ain't working on it, but
no, I'm saying
really close.
Up north they not the worst. He say not working on it.
They working on it.
I just heard I was at S Barbershop Talk.
Yeah,
they was saying a lot of stuff because I have a lot of friends that are from up there, and they'll say like, "Man, we doing super bad, man. We almost out the league." I'm like,
right. Well, I tell you what, I always liked Michael Parsons. So that dude can play. You know what I'm saying? So,
respect.
But when it all comes down, right? I'm a
Gotta
Houston
represent
Texans.
ourselves.
Absolutely, man. The boy's gonna go up there. CJ been talking some mad trash. You know what I mean? Especially when he's like, he was the Parsons was like, oh, he ain't ever been with a killer. He's like, man, you sitting on the couch with one.
Ooh.
He's telling I'm a killer. You better believe. And I totally believe him when it comes to that.
See it, man. Shout out to CJ.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Him and Dell. I mean, I'm hoping and praying Nico's going to be back. That'll be a great addition to the thing. I always hurts my
feelings when that type of stuff happens. Hey, I'm like, man.
And all. And of course, we losing Diggs. That was really really tough.
Real tricky. That's why.
Because I would love to see that whole brother and brother thing, on the field going at it. You know what I mean? Right. Especially when you have this kind of, between that team up north and Houston. Right. So let's change this a little bit, man. And I know you do a lot of charity work
for sure.
And myself, community and charity work. I try to do it myself, man. But I know you work with the youth a little bit. Is that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Man, I got a whole activity book for the kids.
All right.
So I decided with Bless the Belly, I was like, man. Kids go to these restaurants, they're in classrooms, maybe not doing too much. I helped HISD for like 2 weeks too, fun fact, with the kids. So I'm very big in my community because we need more role models. We need more leaders, people that are doing these things and showing them how they can do it too. Right. I never want to be the guy that got super big or they think I'm a celebrity and I don't touch these neighborhoods and, city streets, the concrete. So I'm kissing babies. I'm hugging people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my neighborhood, around Christmas time, actually, I do something called Mo City Santa. I'm from Missouri City, like Mo City area.
Yeah.
Where Zero, a few rappers, Travis Scott, you might know. But I ride around in the trunk of a red truck.
Yeah.
Fill it up with toys with the money out of my pocket, and I'm passing out footballs to kids, and it's changing their whole sense of
the whole mindset.
If I'm 8 years old and somebody throws me a football, and I'm like, who is this guy? And I'm just like, Mo City Santa, and I'm.
Nowadays, kids, all they do is look you up on the phone. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying? It's not like before, where it's like, who was that guy?
Right.
Oh, this was so and so with so and so.
But the funny thing is, I actually like that aspect of it, like. Them might not know. I'll tell them if they ask because they do want to know. But when they don't know, I think it's cool too. Because even like a homeless or like people that's less fortunate and stuff. Okay, for instance, like I went to a special needs kids class and I threw them a pizza party.
Okay.
You think they remember who I was? Now, they remember my face.
They remember that pizza for sure.
For sure. They would probably remember my face. I go back into class, it's like, hey, but they're not there to remember my name so much. Right. They're not there to remember all that. It's the impact. Okay. So I could just love the impact that's done. You know what I mean? And if they do remember me, bet. But it's not really about that. It's just about the impact. Yeah, hug me, hug them, love.
Absolutely.
But that's what it's about, man. I feel like people don't pay attention to that. I want to do the autistic kids. I want to do a cancer patient next month. I want to, because I missed, what is it, October? Mm-hmm. Well, that's breast cancer, but cancer is cancer. So I want to do that around Christmas, but I'm for real. And I'm pulling up myself. I don't send no organizations, no fundraisers. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's cool, but them kids want to see you. When your name is on that, they want to see you.
100%. And a lot of my charity work that I do sometimes is with kids or whatever. I actually just with Wade Smith, he does reading with the pros.
Right.
And we went down to I believe it was Matting School Elementary down there, and got to hang out with some first and second graders, man. And
that's dope.
And I
those
mean,
are babies too.
Yeah, wow. Man. It's like you're reading to them, and they, they're looking at you like you're bigger in life. And when they tell them all the football players are coming. Now, I might not always be dressed like a football player, but they're like, hey, this guy's a football player. And I'm like, I have to explain to him, I'm not a player, but, hey, man, I'm a really big fan. And, you show them a picture of me. They're like, I've seen you on TV. So that's kind of a cool experience. Even just, just the look on their face when you're reading to them, man, the excitement, because it's like, it's the biggest thing they've done that week or that day, So
I'm telling you.
And, I work a lot with the Marfan Foundation. My son was diagnosed with Marfan when he was a kid. And, we did. So I tell everybody, man, in layman's terms, it's the glue that holds the body together, right?
Okay.
So he's got an enlarged aortic valve in his heart, which is, it's not curable, but it's treatable. Okay. And so, and now he's 20 years old and he's thriving and he's doing his thing, but it's like we do a walk in Houston in March every year. And, got one coming up. Absolutely,
I want to
man.
be a part of all that.
Absolutely.
I've been
definitely.
When I was working at the radio at 97.9 and Magic 102, all that, I mean, it was inevitable though, because
Yeah.
community was like, I did community already, but then linking up with the bigger brands, we were out and about.
Right.
So I probably did every walk in Houston. I ended up at the AIDS walk. I'm like, what? I'm at
Right.
the cancer walk, the breast cancer, you know, all that.
Sometimes it's just about getting out there and
Hey, I don't
it's
discriminate.
amazing that
Y'all know.
the person that you are, you meet that person, and then it's just like what they call the Kevin Bacon effect, where you're like, I know this guy, and then you link them up together, and before you know it, you're growing your community, and that's a great thing. And I'll definitely let you know when we're going to do the walk. I believe it's going to be the first week in March this year.
Okay,
but
that's my birthday.
Let's do it, right?
Let's do it.
I think it's like the first or second. I have to look into it or whatever, but. Definitely get that out to you, man. And this year we're doing some Toys for Tots. We do that every year for
Christmas.
that. Yeah, and the beard usually comes into effect, when it's Santa Claus time,
Right.
like
That's
you
funny.
get those calls.
Right.
I love
That's
it,
Santa,
man.
y'all. Don't let him trick you. He take that out. That's Santa now.
Yeah, the ultimate Santa. That we'll do it like that this year. Kind of show up with the beard and the Santa hat and everything. And
fire.
put the face paint on. We'll see how that works, right?
fire. For real.
Well, man, dude. I've had a blast talking to you, man, and I appreciate you coming on here and showing some love to here in Houston, and the Ultimate Fan experience.
I'm an Ultimate fan, man.
Hey,
I'm
I appreciate it.
City. I'm an Ultimate fan of people that's doing their thing, and anybody just spreading positive energy, man.
Yeah.
I'm sending some your way right now.
I appreciate it,
Hope
dude.
you
I
get
really
rich.
do.
You're making $1 million this year.
Hey, I don't even need to make that, man. I just need to make friends, So,
Baby love.
ladies and gentlemen, before we go today, I want to thank my sponsors. Stan the Fan. 5-hour energy drink. Appreciate all the love, man. We did an awesome show at the tailgate. It was, man, these things get you a few. The link in the bio, check it out. It's all in the descriptions. Now, Ridge Wallets. Man, the NFL Ridge Wallet, Houston, Texas, man. I have one in my pocket. I carry it around with me all the time. Well, they ended up giving me a couple extras, and I'm going to do a free giveaway. So it's in the descriptions. Check it out. Come. It's an awesome wallet, man. It's going to be great. Last but not least, I want to thank Varsity Coolers, man. I got opened up this the other day, man. I've been using it for the gym. Definitely going to use it for the tailgate up in Dallas. Y'all come check them out, man. Link in the bio. With all that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, you have been on the Ultimate Fan Podcast.
You.
We'll see you next week, man.
G-Mayne, bless the belly. Let's do it.